The first time humans observed Mars through a telescope, scientist Annie suddenly noticed a flare on the planet's surface, as if someone was firing shells. Everyone was thrilled to hear about her discovery. Professor Jack hurriedly captured the scene Annie witnessed, but due to the underdeveloped technology during World War I, the photos were blurry. In the end, Jack concluded it was merely a massive volcanic eruption on Mars. Annie also thought this might be the case. However, a series of events that followed shattered his original perception. That evening, a blue light suddenly illuminated the outside, followed by the house starting to shake. Annie and her husband David rushed outdoors, only to see a trail of clouds left by an object passing through at high speed. It was clear something had fallen from the sky to the ground. The next day, Annie, David, and Jack set out in the direction of the cloud trail. They entered a forest where a large area of trees had been charred. In the middle of the scorched clearing, a meteorite sat quietly. Unlike ordinary meteorites, this one was enormous and periodically produced vibrations, creating an eerie scene that unsettled everyone. David told the others not to act rashly and went to find the relevant authorities himself. He soon brought people from the National Security Department. They unanimously decided to dig up all the soil around the meteorite first. Unexpectedly, when they were only halfway through, cracks suddenly appeared on the meteorite's surface, and a sound resembling gears turning emanated from within, as if something was about to emerge. Everyone present was startled and hurriedly retreated to observe from a distance. Sure enough, the next second, the meteorite's shell began to fall off. It was then that people were horrified to discover a black sphere inside the meteorite. A high-ranking national security official cautiously stepped forward and reached out to touch it. The surface of the black sphere was a sticky liquid but very smooth, clearly reflecting a person's image. The official was curious, but at that moment, the black sphere inside the meteorite suddenly started to rotate. In an instant, all the outer shell fell away, shocking everyone present. Before they could react, the black sphere began spinning faster and faster, slowly rising to a height of 5 meters above the ground. The people of that time had never seen such a scene and were all stunned in place, forgetting the potential danger. Little did they know, a crisis that would exterminate humanity had already arrived. The black sphere, upon reaching a certain height, stopped descending and began to spin frantically, breaking itself down into black debris. The high-ranking national security official who was closest bore the brunt. The black debris stuck to him and immediately caught fire, instantly turning him into a human torch. It was at this moment that people finally realized the danger and started to flee in panic. But it was too late. As the range of the black debris expanded, people began to catch fire one after another until the black sphere completely dissipated and the casualties finally ceased. Among the crowd, Annie and David were also running away. Since they were initially on the periphery, they narrowly escaped the disaster. By the time the couple returned to the city, it was already dark. Annie believed the flare she saw on Mars the day before must have been the aliens launching iron spheres. All signs now indicated that the Martians had begun to invade Earth. Annie immediately decided to inform the higher-ups about this news. As it was late, the two decided to set out the next day. However, the Martians did not give them that chance. The following day, as they prepared to leave the city, several soldiers came running from not far away.